European data center colocation market is expected to expand at the compound annual growth rate of over 13% from this year all the way to 2028. But what is behind this forecast? Joining me today is Serverfarm's recently appointed European Vice President of Colocation, Jochem Steman. Jochem, congratulations on the role to begin with. Let's jump right in. You're no newbie to the data center industry. You used to be the CEO of datacenters.com, and you've done a lot of things over the years as well. What is driving this 13% growth in Europe? And what does it tell us of the market and the investor sentiment on the continent?
Both is mainly due to home working. We're spending a lot of time at this moment at our places at home. COVID is helping us. At the same time, we see a drive of more video and online gaming and online streaming services. So besides of the normal growth, we have an additional growth due to pandemics and new services which are launched everywhere.
And in terms of investment, so one thing that we've seen a lot is a different type of investors coming into the market. Do you expect this trend to continue, or how do you expect this trend to kind of shift over the next, let's say, 3-4 years?
Well, now I expect that more and more investments will come, and there are still enough companies for sale. Still, it's good investment. You see only a shift in the regions. Now the majority is focused on the FLAP region. Yesterday there was an announcement and acquirement of green data centers. So the Nordics is always moving, but that see the east of Europe, south of Europe, things will take place there soon. That are new areas. The known colocation customers need to expand to those regions. So I really expect investments in those regions by or external investors or current data center providers.
Okay. Well, it's definitely an interesting period for Europe. And you mentioned the Nordics. The Nordics are making headlines every week now. First with Digiplex, now with Green Mountain, and I'm sure there'll be something else next week. But let's talk about you and Serverfarm now. So you've joined Serverfarm, used to be the CEO. You started and then you used to be the CEO of datacenters.com as well. You've got about 20-25 years of experience in the data center industry. What are you bringing into Serverfarm?
Local knowledge primarily. I'm born and raised in and around Amsterdam. So I grew up with the internet industry locally on the mainland. I served the last years through 3 regions, so Asia, Europe, and the US. And each region has its own way of working. And the thing is, in Europe we have, I don't know how many, I think 23 languages, 23 different opinions, but also governments. So my role is to glue this all together and make sure that the start of expansion to Europe I need to drive it further to other regions, other countries.
You're literally about 5 days into the role. What's your first number one priority of what you just said? What's going to be the first thing you're going to be working on?
Making sure that people know us and understanding the needs of our client set. Serverfarm is providing another scale of businesses compared to the day-to-day colocation business. We do real estate, but also maintaining real estate and do also maintaining of the whole life cycle of the asset side. Meaning it is a completely different story also towards our customers. Also for me it's new, so I have to learn a lot. But it brings also opportunities. Normally I saw the data center market on this way, and now my market is much wider. So my main priority now is first to understand our internal organization, understand our current customer needs, and plan for the expansion. We need to expand. We will expand.
Picking up on the wider perspective of the markets, and now they need to understand the customer needs and everything. 18 months ago, this would have been much easier. You get on a flight and you're going to go and meet everyone else across the continent. How is it to start this role in the middle of pandemic? Because I believe where you are, you still have restrictions, like most of Europe.
We are code red. Yeah, officially we are code red. We can fly, but the most of the countries don't like us. Now it's different. Normally, before the whole COVID period, I think that 2 to 3 weeks a month I was on a plane, flying towards customers, to events, to facilities, talk with people, and now we have to do all with the Zooms of this world. Makes things different because also in our game or in our business, there is still, it's all about trust, and trust is emotion, and emotion to screens is quite hard to gain trust. I mean, so everything is done by Zoom in this moment. So I hope that things gets open soon, because it makes our life easier. But at the same time, businesses just continue. I mean, nothing really has changed. Data centers are still running. Data centers are still expanding. We are still expanding. We only have to adjust ourselves to the new now, or the temporary now.
Okay, and then picking up again on that wider perspective. So being, I guess, also being part of a larger company, what have you learned so far in the last week? They were like, oh, I never thought of this before.
I was in shock how many data centers we are managing, to be honest. Because no, but I think it is we hide this quite well. It's 750 plus facilities that we are managing. So we are much larger than I thought before I joined. Now what I've learned much the last week or days is the power that we have in our company. I knew that we had a lot of experience, but we have really a lot of experience. And as I told you, as one of my priorities is also to let the world know that we have all those experience, because it is hidden. We hide ourselves, and so yeah, I mean the people. I'm really surprised, and I never met them in person, so it's all about, again, through Zoom. So it can only get better.
It's a Zoom world. But I mean, you mentioned the fact that you guys got a lot of facilities that you weren't even aware of. Have you seen any locations that are kind of missing from the roadmap that you would like to make the case to go and build something?
As I told you, we have 23 countries, so we're missing 21. Now, the primary, it is no secret that we like to have facilities in every region of the FLAP region. So France and Germany is on our list. Probably the FLAP D. I mean, if the option will be there, why not Ireland? But yeah, there was a lot of developments. I mean, in the south of Europe, it's going quite fast at this moment. If you see our company, we're doing quite well in the MENA region, and MENA with the link to South Europe makes logical to expand also in that region. But yeah, our strategy is to be quite active in the sale-leaseback area. So we are always looking for the wide deals on the market at this moment, and follow also our customers and customer demands. So if you ask me which country is number one on your list, not specific, but all of them. But I like to have presence in the whole FLAP region, because that makes our lives easier, but also the life of our customers easier, because they like also to spread their loads across the whole FLAP region.
Okay. And then to quickly wrap it up as well, what would you say are the biggest challenges in terms of colocation today in the marketplace?
Governments. For us, from the operational standpoint, it is this. We have to deal with new set of rules. I will not judge those rules, because I understand that sometimes it is, I mean, a little bit hard. And now we're from Frankfurt, Amsterdam, we are sort of released, but still it's hard. So yeah, and the customer demands are changing, where the time to market is getting shorter and shorter. Normally we would plan X time ahead, and now it is not more like, can we start yesterday? And but that is something that is going up and down. I mean, in this period, things are growing quite fast. So where are the colocation challenges? I think from an operational standpoint, it will probably be locations and power. From a customer perspective, we don't really have the challenges, but I believe that our customers have more and more challenges, because you have also the wave that is coming right now from companies who grew quite fast into the cloud during this last 12 months, and are now scratching their head and say, hey, maybe we have to go back to the data center. So there is a lot of dynamics going on right now in the colocation market, that combined with various regions makes it quite interesting at this moment.
It's an exciting period for sure, though.
It is for sure an exciting period.
If you had to describe this period in one word, what word would you use?
Challenging. But yeah, challenging but fun. Challenge, challenge. That's the one word. If I because challenging because we have a lot of dynamics, but there is also a lot of fun because there is a lot possible. Only you have to look harder, work maybe a little bit harder. End of today, we will fulfill what our customers are demanding.
Okay, and challenges can also become opportunities. Jochem Steman, new Serverfarm's European Vice President of Colocation. Thank you so much for your time.
Welcome, thank you.
And to our viewers at home as well, you can find more stories on our website, www.thecapital.com. And don't forget to subscribe and also follow us on our social media channels for more latest content and debates. Until next time, you lead, we report. Bye for now.